Former President Jimmy Carter is building homes with Habitat for Humanity in Nashville today after falling at his home over the weekend, ending up with 14 stitches in his forehead and a black eye. Nothing keeps Jimmy Carter down. President Carter turned 95 last week, becoming the first U.S. president to reach that milestone. Just a bit earlier, I spoke with him and Jonathan Reckford, the CEO of Habitat for Humanity. President Carter, it is wonderful to see you. And well, everyone is wondering, how did you have the resilience and the strength, and why, to be showing up for Habitat after falling and injuring yourself? You got 14 stitches.
Well, I always put Habitat first, and when I possibly can. We haven't missed a Habitat project in 36 years, so I didn't want to miss this one. This has been special for us.
Well, tell me what is so special for you about Habitat. Your commitment is legendary. Why does it matter so much to you?
Well, I think this is the best way that I can put my Christian faith into actual practice. You know, Jesus Christ was a carpenter, as a matter of fact, and I'm sure he swung a hammer a lot. So, you know, when we have a Christian faith, we want to try to figure out some way for wealthy people and folks that have to reach out and help others, and this is an easy way to do it. But it's a very serious and difficult chasm to cross between the rich world and the poor world, and Habitat makes it easy for us.
Jonathan Reckford, you as the CEO of Habitat have watched the president there today and this week in Nashville. You're building 21 homes. Why is Jimmy Carter's presence so important to you?
You know, President and Mrs. Carter literally put Habitat on the map, but also have just been such an inspiration to me and to so many others. This is the 14th year I've had the great privilege of building alongside President and Mrs. Carter. And it is, I think their example of faith and service in action goes far beyond the 21 families who are going to buy the homes we're building this week. But it really brings a spotlight on the need for safe, decent, affordable housing here in Nashville, across the country, and across the world. And I think when President and Mrs. Carter rode that bus up from South Georgia to New York City in 1984, I think it changed forever the way people thought about post-presidency, but also changed forever the future of Habitat for Humanity. And because of their leadership in so many ways, now more than 22 million people have new or improved homes, and you can see the ripples all across from the countries and from the cities where they have volunteered.
Your volunteerism, especially for Habitat, but not only, because all of the other things you've done, river blindness in Africa, so many projects, Jimmy Carter, you and Rosalind Carter and the Carter Center. Talk to me about your post-presidency and what you think the service record of former presidents should be.
Well, I would say that our years after being in the White House have been more gratifying and more, you know, fulfilling, and I would say in many ways more challenging even than being in the White House. And we've been able to reach out to people that were really in need, which is something that a president doesn't often have a chance to do personally. And so we've dealt with millions of people around, particularly in Africa and Latin America, and in Asia as well. One of the things that we can do now, we've trained 36,000 nurses in Ethiopia, and we can go into Ethiopia and help cure an eye disease, trachoma. And in one 5-day period, with those 36,000 nurses helping us, we can treat 10 million people. That's as many people as live in Georgia. So it's a very gratifying thing for us to do.
Mr. President, I've known you a long time. We've known each other. I've seen you all over the world. You're now working with a black eye. You've had 14 stitches. You've had the brain cancer, your broken hip, untold other issues over the years. How do you do it? You turned 95 just this couple of weeks ago. What is your secret?
Well, the secret is the inspiration I get from Habitat. And I'm not exaggerating on that, but we've been doing it for a long time. We've had ups and downs, both Rosa and I on occasion, but we've always been able to put Habitat first, at least for a week or so at a time. And so no matter what kind of challenges we face. We generally go sometimes overseas, sometimes to very difficult places in the United States. And the volunteers that go with us, I'd say particularly here in Nashville, has been very gratifying to us, because we have about 5,000 volunteers here today working with us on these Habitat houses. And we'll not only build 21 houses this year, but we also have raised enough money to finish 59 houses during this next year. So, you know, my name and Rosa's name makes it possible for us, other people, to give a lot of money to our cause in which we believe, and encourages them to believe in it too. So we're able to help Habitat a lot more than just an average worker, just because we've been in the White House and survived the White House years. But it's been a very happy thing for us. And what I said yesterday in a press conference was, we always get more out of Habitat work week than we put into it.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.